I think we got off to a great start against Army. We were fortunate to have shot well early in that game, to win some face-offs, to put ourselves in a position to build a first quarter lead. We got a lot of respect for both Army and for Pulaski, their goalie, and we felt great about the way things were going. But going into halftime, we had been there before, and we had given up big leads before, and it was just nice to see our guys come out in the second half and play with a little bit more confidence than we have in the past, and secure the win to move on to the Final Four. This is really in college lacrosse, in terms of playing, what it's all about. We try to talk to our guys about setting realistic goals when the season begins, and not being so short-sighted about just talking about wins or national championships, but about being a part of something special, being a part of a journey that you can truly say when it's all over that you've invested everything that you've had into this experience and the players that are alongside of you, so that you can look back knowing that it was a worthwhile journey. And I would just say that this is a benefit to all that, going down to the Final Four. They treat you so well down there. There's just so much fanfare about being involved in the Final Four. They just do such a great job, and it's a great reward for our guys. But I hope when it's all said and done, regardless of what happens this weekend, that they just remember the bond and the journey that they were able to travel with this group of guys, and how far they actually came from the first day that we gathered back in 2009, that fall.
You did bring back a lot of senior and veteran leadership this year as well, and it seems like those guys are really stepping up right now and kind of playing follow my lead with some of the younger guys on your team at this time.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thing that gets overlooked the most, is that you got guys that were on the team last year. They may not have contributed on game day as much as some of the names like Max Seaball, John Glenn, Matt Moyer, but they were still on that team, and they contributed a great deal through our practice efforts and workouts, and they've matured a great deal. And when I look at this year's team, I think if you had to point at any one or two guys in terms of why we're in this position right now to be competing in this year's Final Four, you got to look at our captains, Spears Jurkak and Ryan Hurley. They've just done such a tremendous job of taking a group of 15 freshmen alongside the returners from last year's team and developing them slowly but surely through the course of the year. And when things weren't going so well, they stayed true to who they were and to the course that we hoped to stay on, and did a great job after some losses. But they also kind of grounded our team a little bit. Sometimes when you're a little bit immature as a team, you can get too excited after some wins as well, and not focus on the next game or the next practice. And I give those guys a lot of credit for doing what they're doing, and I would say that's probably the reason why we're here in this position today.
And when you talk about the next game, just talk about Notre Dame a little bit. Headline for them, defense and goalie, they're not giving up anything right now. Just talk about what you guys think you're going to have to do to kind of break that trend and move on to the championship game for the second straight year here.
Having watched Notre Dame over the last couple of days, they have been truly impressive. Holding a Maryland team to 5 goals, holding a Princeton team to 5 goals. Those are two pretty dangerous offensive teams. And they're pretty athletic in the middle of the field as well, not just defensively, as they move into their offensive, and they're a very athletic group. And we're going to have to create a lot of scoring opportunities in order to have a chance to win. And at this point, you just hope that your kids prepare and do a good enough job with the experiences that we've had. We faced some great defensive teams in Princeton twice. Army was a very good defensive team. Loyola was a top 5 defensive team, and you just hope that through those experiences we'll be prepared to make the most of this opportunity and hopefully break through that defense and hopefully create enough scoring opportunities on their goalie, Scott Rogers, to put ourselves in a position to win this one.